Hi Flosstube, I'm here with my January update. I have my diaries at the ready to guide me because I'm not very prepared. There, I think I have all my stuff here. So, I'll talk about obviously my projects first. So, since my last video on the 21st of December, I worked on my country calendar and finished it. So I'll show you that. I can't see. Apologies, the light from the window. Here it is. I don't know whether it would, if I go like this. So what I didn't do is bring the magazine this is from. It's from, I'll put it here. It's an older magazine. It was like a collection thing. So this calendar is a hand-drawn chart. It's designed by DMC, obviously, and it contains specialty stitches. And I think I started it in June for when Stitch Mania first started their monthly sale. So I'll try and show you each month. So this is January, and the specialty stitch in this is just French knots. Oh, and lazy daisies. I don't know if you can see. Ooh. So that's January. February has got bullion knots in the middle of the flowers. Now these ones got a bit squashed, but I'm not redoing that. No. And March has got French knots just in that flower there. But there is March. April, lazy daisies and French knots. May, lazy daisies and French knots. June, lazy daisies and French knots. I think this was the first one I did, and I think when I shared it, I posted it had something like 42 lazy daisies in it. Lazy daisies? Yeah. So that's June. July has bullion knots, French knots and lazy daisies. I quite like the bullion knot thingies. Make up all these little yellow buds. I don't know if you can really, if you can see them. I can't on the screen. It looks blurry. Whatever. August, lazy daisies and French knots. September, multicoloured lazy daisies. So it's like a strand of red and a strand of yellow held together. October, we have satin stitch, French knots and lazy daisies, satin stitch berries there with a French knot in the middle. November was just cross stitch. These are of course all off back stitch as well, just leaves. And December satin stitch for the berries. I think they look quite cool. Okay, so did that, those obviously, and then itchy nose, I did all the leaf border, which took forever and a day. I went round in 3 goes. So I cross stitched all the leaves on the first go round. Then on the second one round I did the stems, just or I did that couching, all the brown stems. And then the third go round I did the back stitch on the leaves. No, I bet I did the back stitch on the second go round. Third go round was the couching, and the fourth go round was the lazy daisies, which there's literally hundreds of. So I'm so glad this is finished. And ow, my head. And I need your ideas on how to FFO it, because I was going to, first I thought I'll do a wall hanging, and then I thought I'll frame it, but I'd have to order a custom frame for the size. It's a bit big for a pillow and it's a bit delicate because of like all the couching and the specialty doodahs. So yeah, that's done on, I think it's 16 count cream Ada. So there is that. So that took me about 18 months on and off. So the next thing I worked on was my Seahorse bookmark, which, so I got it for Christmas from a work colleague, and I took it with me to my sister's on Christmas Day evening, and I started it there. I've got here that it took me 3 days, but it was like 3 little sessions, and that included like fixing it inside the bookmark. So I'll insert a picture here. It's now on display at work because my work colleague bought it me. I thought she might like to see it, that I've done it, and then it's gone on our little gallery, our little office gallery thing. So the other thing, no, I'll do that last actually. So that was that for 2017, and then 2018, let me start from the beginning. I worked on my cardigan, fairy moon, and my Chinese tree thing. So fairy moon, I worked on for 8 sessions. Sorry, I'm wobbling the camera with my knee. And here she is. I hope you can see it. So what I have, oh, bloody screen keeps turning off. You can't see the colours on this at all because this looks like pale grey, but it's actually green, teal. So I did all this purple, and I've started doing the like veins in the wings. So she's coming along awesome, and she's on my new 30-inch is it Elbacy Easy Clip scroll frame, which I got for Christmas, which I love. I want to get one for every project. She's done on Crafty Kitten Twilight Shadows in 32 count opal linen, and it's gridded with silky sliver. Bling bling. So yeah, I'm just like trying to solely work on her really, seeing she's on this massive scroll frame and it's like taking up half my living room. Oh, I've got your nose again. So then my Chinese tree, which is going to look like that, it's a printed one. So I've done a bunch of yellow. This kind of side bit. It's just something like I don't particularly want it for the finish, as in the design, whatever. But it's just easy to stitch on because you don't have to look at the pattern, and I can stitch it in hand because it's on 11. I think it's 11 count. Now it won't go back in the packet. Yes, it is 11 count. Click together. Gosh. There. I'm going to have a little check. So the other project I worked on was my knitting campsite cardigan. So I don't know if you can hear, but it's hailing. The sky is blue and the sun is shining and it's hailing. Weird. So I finished the back. So is that the inside? Gosh. So the holes go from not very many holes to like more and more holes, like an ombre of holes. So I finished the body of that, and I've done the rib, and I did, for the first time, what the hell is that? I did a sewn bind off. I did the tubular bind off. Now this is, I did it on the wrong side, so it's not really the best, but this is what it looks like from the right side. And this is what it should look like. It basically, it's supposed to give the illusion of it like folding under, rather than it having a chain stitch along the bottom. I don't know if you can tell. Oh fuck. I'm not like a film director. Anyway, that's enough about that thing. And started the sleeve, which is just plain, no holes. these are where I've done my increases. There aren't any more decreases. There aren't any more decreases, so I just have to, so it's like this long on me at the minute, so now I just have to continue till it's long enough. Bearing in mind I need to add ribbon on the end as well. So that's that. It's done in 100% acrylic, DY Choices, basic DK, I think. And if that, after I've like worn it and stuff, it seems very good quality yarn for what it is. Like, it's not a big brand, or and it's cheap. So if it holds up alright, I'm going to use that yarn again. Oh, and it's in this lovely bag that my mum made me for Christmas. It's like purple and teal and lime green. Okay, so is that everything I worked on? No. A different lady at work from a different team, oh sorry, she kept wanting me to knit something, so I made her a rib cowl. No, it's not a rib cowl, garter stitch cowl from Tina's knit along lesson thing, which I made one before in like orange and pink. I did, obviously, because I liked that, because I like the one I've got, I thought I'll make her one of those, but the yarn was a bit thicker and so it didn't really come out the same at all. But here's a picture of that. And she loves it, and I see her walking around like outside with it on. So I hope she likes it anyway. So it is January and I am doing Stitch from Stash for the first time, and it's going horribly wrong. I set myself a monthly budget of £5 because for me the purpose of it is to encourage me, is to like reward me for finishing things. So for me, most of the money should be coming from finishes, but I only got to the 6th of January before I bought something, and that was this Floral Ladies chart by Cross My Heart Ink. So we have this lady and this lady. 1997, designed by Rebecca Trent. So that was £2.50. So that was 50% of my budget gone on a pattern which I don't need any more of. Okay. 2 weeks later, on the 21st of January, I bought this linen off eBay because it was a bargain, and this was £5.99. So I'm now over my budget, obviously, but like loads, it's just cream, but it's 36 count, so I think I'm gonna have to sell it, and because it didn't say what count it was in the on the eBay thing. What's it called? Advert? So I think that's why it went for cheap. So if you want some 36 count linen,